All right. Another thing that I really love about talking with top earners is I'm a fan of defining moments. What I like to call defining moments. These moments in your life where you could take a right turn or a left turn. Something happened. Something changed. It was just in an instant. Something changed where you either said enough. I'm changing my life, or I'm tired of playing small, or I see the light. Oh my gosh, and everything turned on. Or you say no to a bad relationship, or you say yes to a good relationship, or whatever. And over the course of my 28 years in the profession, I've had a couple dozen big ones. And as I'm saying this to you, I'm sure some have gone through your mind, these little moments. Yeah, would you be willing to share one of them? Whichever one you think could be more.
There's a lot of moments.
Yeah.
A lot.
One or two, whatever.
So when I started building the business, I was all in, doing everything. And it didn't go fast. I mean, it really didn't. After that entire first year, I was around $30,000 a year, right?
So $2,500 a month.
Yes. And I just remember just feeling so defeated. Like, I have been all in. I seriously was all in. Reading, doing the do, all of it. I'm like, I don't know if this really works. I need to get a second job. I need to go do something different. So I did. I worked at a gym for a little bit. And I remember commuting there. And at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you could be making residual income right now. You could be getting people started, and I would waste half my day, not waste, because it was a great lesson, out at that facility. And I remember just feeling so stupid being there, honestly, like at that gym, like, what am I doing?
Was there a particular moment where it was just, it snapped?
Getting a check after working for a couple weeks. And I'm like, I don't want this. Because my focus totally shifted when I was there, and I had less, income producing activity.
You felt like you're letting the dream disappear.
It literally felt so defeating.
It's like once you learn about residual income, you're like, what am I doing?
You would go through a brick wall to get it, or whatever that quote is you see everywhere. And I just remember just having that moment where enough is enough. I need to go out there and meet new people. So I was relying solely on social media at that point. So what did I do? I put a little blazer on and I went to a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and I was scared half to death. At that point, I was 24, went in there and started to shake hands, started to meet other business professionals. And
for an introvert, that's a scary
yes, but I started to meet amazing people, and people actually wanted to help me and connect me with others. And that for me changed everything.
How about you?
I can think of a couple, but right at the beginning, even before I left to go play football, I remember a time where I wasn't making any income. Like I really wasn't. I don't know what I was doing, just being a loser, and I had to ask for money from my family to pay rent and get groceries and do all this stuff. And I'm like, what? How did it get to this point? So I knew right when I came home, I was like, I got to get my butt in gear now, like right now. And that is something, feeling that, like, just that down and like at the very bottom, and it sucks. It's not fun. And then realizing that, I can do something now. I can do something about this, where I'm never gonna have to have that feeling again. I think I remember you sharing the story of when you came back to Minneapolis after being gone, and smelling that freezer.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. It was like looking at my bank account, and it had $5 in it, because you can't. You have to have $5 in it
to keep it open.
To keep it open, and you can't take it out. And I was like, this will never ever happen again. And then further along in the journey, I remember doing a bunch of meetings, driving out. I mean, me and another business builder, we got up really early in the morning, drove to Iowa, met with this guy that's all gung-ho, did like 6 meetings during the day, had a big one at the end of the night where there's a lot of people, helped them get all these people started, drove back home that night. So we put in a 24-hour day. I mean, we got home about the same time we left. And then a week later, that guy has already jumped ship and onto something else. And that was like, what? Like, we just spent all this time, and I felt more bad for that new builder I had.
Yeah.
Because they're excited, and they haven't been through crap yet. Because you're going to go through crap no matter what. If you're trying to achieve something great, stuff is going to come up. But it was at that moment where I was like, hey, this is a great teaching lesson, and I'm going to figure out how to not let this happen again.
Right.
You know, some of those things are out of your control, but that was a moment for me where I was like, we need to really kind of cross our T's, dot our I's,
Yeah.
and figure out what kind of people we're really meeting with.
Right.
So,
Do it strong.
yeah.
Well, I want to thank both of you for your hard work, for your dedication, for your contribution to the profession. I know you can feel like an old, grizzled veteran, but at 28, it's kind of silly. You know, anything you do before 30 is dress rehearsal. So
Yeah.
I want you to think about something. Hundreds of years from now, people will look back in your family tree and say, when great, 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 great grandma and grandpa, Vavra, they changed the whole family. They changed the whole family history, everything. It was all up until this point, it was just kind of average, and then boom, they made a decision. It went to extraordinary. How cool is that? You did some amazing stuff, and you're just getting started. So you got a lot of people to help. So I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you got value from this. And our wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro. Because it is a stone cold fact that we do have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.